Seasons come and go like thoughts of you. Like a wave returns to the sea, into the blue. They change but in a cycle that I can't lose. Each painful but delightful to live through. You came into my life just like another season. Not for them, just a time, just like another season. You came into my life just like another season. Not for them, just a time, just like another season. The seasons turn and change just like your mind. Like the sun gives into the moon, into the night. Time continues marching, it slowly crawls. With each new one starting, I recall. You came into my life just like another season. Not for long, just a time, just like another season. You came into my life just like another season. Not for long, just a time, just like another season. Come my way this season. The seasons come and go like thoughts of you. Like a wave returns to the sea, into the blue. They change but in a cycle that I can't lose. Each painful but delightful to live through. You came into my life just like another season. Not for long, just a time, just like another season. Maybe this time next year you'll reappear for no reason, but I'll cherish every day until you come my way this season.
Welcome to the Ascend Tournament Series, a Season 5 Ascension Cup Championship. I'm Spotty FC. You have joined us for the finale of the original division of the Ascend Tournament Series, the Ascension Cup, which started all the way back in Season 0, the division that started it all, the division now that continues to run to this day, the division now where we will list our next champion of the Ascend Tournament Series. Here's what our bracket looks like right now. If you were paying attention earlier, if you had seen earlier, actually our quarterfinals matchups ended up being forfeits here. We will be streaming Optimal Echo versus Infamous Thieves, Tempest up next. Our Off-Beast is also going to be live with the semifinals. GreatRaid BOIOIOIIOINGs versus Post Pounders Purple. Our Off-Beast on Twitch at TTV/our Off-Beast RL, ARAUFBEASTRL. Go show support to our Off-Beast, who will be streaming the other semifinals that will be happening at this moment. But what a series we're going to have up here. Infamous Thieves, Tempest, Optimal Echo. Infamous Thieves did just win the Catalyst Cup last weekend with Infamous Thieves Eternal. Tempest is their Ascension Cup team. A very different roster. And the roster actually has had their fair share of struggles this season. A 3-3 record through all their matches against Optimal Echo, who themselves have gone a perfect 6-0, including a 3-0 sweep over Infamous Thieves Tempest in Week 1. So Optimal Echo have beat this team before. They're looking to do it again. What will be the semifinals. Went for a great ride, a great showing. And went for, I think, what will be an amazing matchup. All of you out there will enjoy it as well. Again, we're going to get things underway, hopefully, in just a moment. As Infamous Thieves are going to have a roster of Rolly, Soul, and Tyler. I'm taking on the Optimal Echo side, who will be seeing their roster momentarily. We're going to have a great stream, a great night, and a great day for action. Again, we'll get things underway in just a moment. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this. This is going to be a great match. There's some great teams competing in this final bracket. And again, we just get to see all of it here. These are all going to be best of 7s and single elimination. You lose, your run is over. Your tournament is done. If you win, you play in the grand finals for a chance to be ATS champions. So, the pressure, you could say, very much is on these teams to perform. As well, by the way, in-game goes by the name of Conqueros Hockey. Slight little name change there, but Rolly, of course, again, part of Infamous Thieves here as well. And I mean, it's going to be a fun single elimination bracket here. Again, we're going to have 2 matches, semifinals. After this, we'll stream the grand finals with you, with the winner of this match and the winner, of course, of the match on our Off-Beast stream. We're here. We're in for some good action. Again, we'll hopefully get things sorted out momentarily. Again, as soon as we can get this match underway, we will. For all of you out there watching, there is a prediction poll live, so get your votes in on who you think will win this one. Optimal Echo or Infamous Thieves, Tempest. Can Infamous Thieves win 2 championships in the same season? I don't know if that's ever happened before with any organization. It's definitely not common if it has. If it has happened maybe once, I don't think it's ever happened before in ATS history, though. So they're trying to make history here. It will be very tough, though. Optimal Echo is probably the toughest team in this bracket. Again, they went 6-0 through the regular season. So we'll be getting things underway in hopefully just a few minutes. Again, Infamous Thieves and Optimal Echo. So we'll, again, get things sorted out in just a moment. But again, what a big match it's going to be. Best of 7s, chaotic action. Can Infamous Thieves somehow pull the upset of the tournament and win in the semifinals? I mean, they've got to this point. Now they got to make sure they prove that they have everything that it takes to get there. Again, what a exciting final bracket we're going to have here. I'm really looking forward to all the action we'll have on stream. Again, as soon as we get everybody in the lobby, we'll get our match underway. But again, we're just about ready to get things started. Just about ready to get this match going. Just about ready to see one of these two teams go to the grand finals. One of these two teams placed in the top two. $50 up for grabs in the final bracket. You can only get a part of that prize pool if you're in the grand finals. Top two will get it. 30 for first, 20 for second. So, if you can make that grand finals, you're not walking away with empty-handed. You're walking away with something for your efforts this season. Well, I'm sure these teams don't really focus too much on the prize pool. What they're definitely going to be focusing on, though, is definitely making the best performance that they can. Winning this thing would be amazing. Optimal Echo, especially a team that didn't even make it out of the quarterfinals last season in the Ascension Cup, will have probably their best chance to win the tournament this season. So a team in Optimal Echo that can definitely do it. And Infamous Thieves trying to create quite the upset for themselves on the other side. We're in for a great series. We're in for a great night. And again, as soon as we get everybody in the lobby, we'll get this match going. I know for Optimal, they're doing some warm-ups. So they'll be here in just a moment. But again, the good thing is I know everybody actually is here, so that will be a good sign that everybody is here. I did get messages at least from Optimal Echo not too long ago, so we're in for quite a night of incredible ATS Rocket League action. As again, so many amazing players, so much amazing talent in this final bracket, but yeah, it's going to be fun, and I think the major thing that we're going to be focusing on for this matchup, at least on the side of Optimal Echo, because they are the favorites in this matchup, is going to be scoring. All three of these players in the top 4 for goals. El Macho has by far the most goals in 21 this season. Rice Mix with 14. Smirk also with 14. Infamous Thieves, their best player this season so far has been Tyler, at least in terms of shooting. 14 goals total. As well as 20 saves during the season. Soul has 26. Saves actually that Optimal Echo don't have a lot of. They have 2 players at 9 and 10, but saves are not something that they're going to be known for. Optimal Echo are basically a purely offense-based team. So they'll be showing that as well. And for El Macho as well, coming into this tournament, he's also coming in as the regular season MVP, so he's going to be repping that title with pride. But of course, by the end of the night, we're going to have a playoffs MVP as well, a different MVP title for the best performing player tonight. So, what an evening it will be, what a tournament it will be, and what a grand finals we have up ahead. As we'll be getting things underway in just a moment for our first best of 7. Let's get things going here. Optimal Echo have joined. So too have Infamous Thieves. It's El Macho, Smirk, and Rice Mix on Optimal Echo. Taking on Soul, Tyler, and Rolly, aka Conqueros Hockey on Infamous Thieves, Tempest. This is the Ascension Cup. MMR level is up to 1450 MMR, although a lot of these players are now reaching past that amount and will likely be in the Catalyst Cup if they choose to sign up again for next season. Optimal Echo really feels like their best chance to win the title is this season. They lost out in the quarterfinals last season to the eventual winners in the Burger Joint. This season, they're looking to go the entire distance as Soul will look for the first play, gets by 2, Smirk will get the block, and Optimal Echo, not a defensively postured team. That's going to be something that will hurt them here as Tyler puts in that first goal. Again, he's one of the best goal scorers this season. And while everybody on Optimal Echo might be in the top 4 for goals this season, they are not, however, in the top 4 for saves. Saves is something that's going to be tough for them. And in a tournament system where defense can definitely be your difference maker, Optimal Echo's strategy tonight will be do anything but get on defense. As long as they're on offense, they're going to be successful. This team's so aggressive and so good at being aggressive. They will find ways to score as this one will be pinched off the back wall. Smirk can't read it as El Macho will keep it away. And the Ascension Cup itself, though, well, Optimal Echo might be the heavy favorites in this matchup. ATS has somewhat of a curse in the Ascension Cup for favorites. Last season, the top two teams got a bind in the semifinals, still didn't win. Infamous Thieves Tempest have a very good chance here as Tyler's going to get his second off of Soul. I think Soul's got 2 assists as well. A incredible start for Infamous Thieves against Optimal Echo. 2 goals already, but far from done, far from over. They've still got a lot more work to do. As this one challenged to the back wall, Smirk will have control as Optimal Echo really have not done much actually on offense here. They need to get goals. That's where they're comfortable. It's an Infamous Thieves Tempest team that went 3-3 for the regular season, struggled on game differential, got swept by Optimal Echo in one of their matches. One of those things where if Optimal Echo can win a game against this team, you think they're likely to sweep as well. Infamous Thieves Tempest are a team that don't make a lot of adjustments, it seems, throughout the season, or at the very least, not a team that seems to be able to pull things back when things go wrong for them. And it's something that Optimal Echo will definitely need to take notice of going into what will be, again, a very important match tonight in the playoffs. The 1 goal difference now. Tyler will look down for a solo 9. Rolly won't win the challenge. Tyler waiting back. Oh, he missed the ball there. Rolly will help him out, though, and keep it away from danger as Optimal Echo just choosing not to challenge. Now they will go as Rice Mix. El Macho waiting. He's the regular season MVP, but he won't be needed as it's Smirk who puts it in and ties this game. Optimal Echo have been waiting a little bit, but they get 2 in a row here as Rice Mix finds Smirk, and that's the kind of offense that I expect out of Optimal Echo. Not only the shooting's going to be strong, the passing's going to be strong. All 3 of these players, I believe, in the top 5 for assists this season as well. Most of their goals are assisted in some way. Optimal Echo are a chemistry-heavy team, and considering all these players were, I believe, on this team last season, doesn't surprise me too much that that chemistry is still very strong with them. Having a whole season together behind your belt is really something that can give you a huge advantage. They're one of 2 teams in this final bracket that were also here last season, the other being the Wiffle Puffs, who themselves, again, forfeited out in the quarterfinals as, oh, they missed this one! Tyler's gonna have an easy net, and he's got a hat-trick as well. Well, that's a bad mistake here. A whiff off the post. And it doesn't get much easier than that for Tyler. And Infamous Thieves Tempest will be more than happy with that, but they're gonna concede again. Smirk will not move too far up the kickoff, and it's 3-3 as Infamous Thieves took their chances on taking the boost. They needed a better kickoff than that, so unfortunately it won't go for them. And it's been a high-scoring start for both these teams. For a team like Optimal Echo, who is so aggressive, and a team like Infamous Thieves Tempest, who themselves have Tyler, who clearly is popping off right now. High-scoring battle is, I guess, not too much of a surprise for me. As El Macho will keep this one in the air. A chance for a fake will be challenged away by Tyler. Infamous Thieves will clear it back as Tyler around the corner. Smirk will have this one as Soul towards the net. No one can block him. Everybody pushed up. And the first goal not scored by Tyler for Infamous Thieves. It comes from Soul as El Macho and Rice Mix both pushing up on that challenge. They were expecting more. All they'll see is a ball shot into the back of their own net. And Optimal Echo, they've been battling from behind for a lot of this game. They'll have to do it again here as Tyler, saved by El Macho, who himself has had a surprisingly quiet game so far, and unfortunately it's not getting much better for him as Rolly will beat him to the challenge and make it a 5-3 game for Infamous Thieves Tempest. This is just the start off our semifinals, and boy, it is high scoring. There's Optimal Echo looking for hope to stay in this final bracket, but it will be a play for Tyler. With a little bit of room as well. Challenged by Rice Mix. The demo will not get rid of the infamous Thieves players as Soul will go down the field. Smirk to clear, just desperate for something. Up goes El Macho. That's off the back wall, but Rolly will be ready for it. Rice Mix. That's gone the wrong direction, and Tyler can take his time here, but El Macho won't let him. Missed by Rolly. Soul facing the wrong direction. Everybody jumping in, but Soul will win that challenge. It's a race down the field. He's got Rolly across the field, but it will be cut away by Optimal Echo, although, again, they are playing far more passively than they want to. For a team that wants to play that aggression, it is tough to do so when you're that far back, as this will go in. Rice Mix watched as a miss in front of the net. And that one was a bit easier for him than he was expecting. Just a misplay in front. And Optimal Echo are 1 goal behind with 33 seconds left. This has been a tumultuous start for both these teams. Optimal Echo trying to play the midfield. Rice Mix. Demo will allow Rice Mix some room to keep that ball away. Soul can't put it on target as Optimal Echo all are choosing the weight, but they've got to get that out. El Macho. Rice Mix. There's a demo downfield to open up some room as Rice Mix gets rid of Tyler. Still moving. Shot away by Soul. El Macho keeps it up. Maybe one last touch. Tyler, ooh, Rice Mix gets to this one, but it's all the way into his own half of the field. Smirk can't do much with it, and this game ends. Infamous Thieves Tempest will take game 1. And a very awkward defense for Optimal Echo. It's been their biggest issue this season has been defense. They haven't had to play a lot of it. Whenever they are really put under that pressure, it's something that they aren't really used to. But what I can say is that ends game 1. Infamous Thieves are off to a strong start. The underdog story of the tournament, you'd say. They're able to keep their offense strong. If they're able to keep feeding Tyler as the hot hand, they'll be en route to doing some pretty impressive things in this semifinals. As I side of the bracket again, Post Pounders Purple are taking on GreatRaid BOIOIOIOINGs. As this one's continuing now. Game 1 will be for Infamous Thieves, but it's a best of 7. It's a long match, a long series. These teams will have a lot of time to make those adaptations, and a team like Optimal Echo, I don't think they're going to be changing all that much. They know their offense is strong. It's more so not losing too many challenges defensively, and really stopping a lot more of these shots, something that they have not done very well, as this one's going to be in front of the net. Tyler chasing it down. Soul will shoot, but it will be kept out by El Macho. Tyler again finds Rolly. That one not on target. But Optimal Echo staying up the field as Tyler around the corner. Tyler again. He's been a consistent scorer tonight. That one will not go anywhere, but Optimal Echo definitely trying to get as close as they can. Sorry, Infamous Thieves definitely trying to get as close as they can to that net. And allowing Tyler to really take the lead on shooting. It's something that can often be exploited. Because when you only have one person really taking those shots, that can often be easily challenged when everybody knows that you're only going to be playing to that one player. The reasons why I think they scored so many goals last game was because Rolly got one. So Optimal Echo were forced to consider multiple different attackers. Although again, the major threat for them, at least shooting-wise, will be Tyler. As Rolly. Soul can't put this one near the net. Cleared away, but not past Tyler, who will go upfield for Soul. Smirk has the boost, but Doesn't have much more. Missed by Rolly. Smirk will go on target. But it will be swiped away by Tyler. And he's still going to keep this one going. He doesn't have boost, though. Ice Mix, that's not the touch he was looking for. That's right in front of his net. El Macho will be challenged. Ice Mix again. Tyler keeps this one in the air. Challenge won by Smirk as he'll take this one even closer to that orange net. But it's already sent back as Tyler got demoed on his aerial play. Optimal I don't know if that was exactly what they were trying to do there, but they'll stop the offense pretty quickly there by getting rid of Tyler. Now looking to take that boost as well. Starve. And Starve Infamous Thieves out of defense. So far, nothing really falling through just yet. As Rolly. That's what he was looking for. This one will be sent to the back wall as Soul to clear. Ice Mix. Rolly. Off the side wall. Merc to play across, but nobody there. And from how high scoring last game was, now we're in a game with no goals scored. Feels like a complete 180, but El Macho finally breaks the deadlock. After almost 3 minutes of goallessness, the regular season MVP finds his mark. And for an Infamous Thieves Tempest team that had so many goals last game could exploit that defense of Optimal Echo, this game's been a lot tougher for them without Tyler really shooting as well as he has. As Rolly will clear, El Macho will hit the back corner. Tyler and Rolly both team pinching this, and that's it! Oh, what a strike! Oh, what a strike! Pinch down the field! It looked like it wasn't really planned, it just happened, but what an incredible shot! And what an incredible way to get yourself on the board in game number 2. A team pinch will mark a massive goal, a major point here for Infamous Thieves, as Tyler will, of course, be given credit for it. Optimal Echo completely caught by surprise. Now gonna play with some defense. Tyler will not give him a chance. Another one in. And Infamous Thieves' strongest asset continues to perform. He took a little bit of time off in game 2, but after that team pinch goal, Tyler is leading his team into success. This game's far from over, but he's given his team a great opportunity here to win outright as Tyler will take the challenge. Onto the sidewall, pinch this one away. Oh, missed there. Tyler, cleared back by El Macho. Soul, choosing to wait as Rice Mix can't go. Smirk was waiting, but it's a great touch from Tyler. That will find Soul and find its way out of the orange half. Smirk, Tyler, to the left side wall. Optimal Echo, looking to chase it down, but Infamous Thieves just continuing to play the challenges and slow down this game. Soul towards net, saved by Smirk. Feels like time just ticking away oh so quickly for Optimal Echo. El Macho may be the only one to score so far, but they're going to need at least something else. As Rice Mix, El Macho's waiting, but nothing there for him. As he'll get pushed off the ball, Soul won't have it. And the play will be there for Rolly, who is facing the wrong direction, but it's Soul to clear. Optimal Echo go all the way back to defense, chased down now by Infamous Thieves Tempest. El Macho to Smirk. Rolly will let this game end. Infamous Thieves Tempest with a second straight game win. And this is, at least for them, a solid continuation of that pace. They were a bit slow in Game 2, but that team pinch goal, Tyler again with 2 goals, both the goals this game for Infamous Thieves Tempest. Looking to continue that sort of domination for the rest of the night. It's going to be impressive if he can keep that kind of rate of shooting, but with the way he's playing, Infamous Thieves Tempest can just keep relying on him. Good shooting can win you these tournaments. So far for Tyler, he's been almost impeccable in the way that he's been playing on offense. That means we go into game 3 Infamous Thieves with a pretty impressive series advantage, as almost an early goal there from Rolly. Soul's going to keep things going. Infamous Thieves starting from where they left off, immediately putting offense on. As Tyler, Soul, to the corner. Rolly's already jumping in. It's an awkward play. One that El Macho will not have an issue clearing, as that actually is kept in his back corner. He's not even going to go for the clear. Rice Mix will, though. Has played in the midfield. Rice Mix, the bump. And a hairdribble bump his way through Soul, but that one, while it will connect, it won't be enough. And here goes Tyler. Merc will keep him out of the net. And Infamous Thieves Tempest will stay on the play as Soul to clear off the corner. Rice Mix sending it back. Tyler keeps it up. Tyler's got space. Tyler's got a net in front. He's still looking for the play. In front pass. Rolly can't score. Team bump from Optimal Echo. And this could really open up some space. Soul will put it on. Rice Mix is ready. Rolly not on target. Smirk still trying to clear the danger as this one's all the way back. Soul. Tyler will pop it high. Soul again. Infamous Thieves looking destined to take that first goal as it's played in front of the net. Tyler from long range will shoot it straight into El Macho. I love this kind of passion from Infamous Thieves. You can tell they do not consider themselves heavy underdogs in this matchup. They're not playing like it. This is a team that wants to take the initiative, wants to set their own pace, and is doing a pretty good job at it. As this one played in front. Rolly on target. Oh, what a big save. Smirk was out of position, and he nearly paid for it, too. Infamous Thieves nearly got their goal by sneaky measures as Rolly goes again. Tyler got bumped. Soul's waiting back, and he'll have the ball next. Optimal Echo, everybody's waiting. That's not a good sign for this team as Soul, Tyler, just unable to put the shot on. As defenders continue to play in front. Double commit for Optimal. Rolly trying to get around. Shot save. Optimal Echo desperate to get that ball out of their half. Tyler to Rolly. Smirk gets rid of it. And Infamous Thieves are forced all the way back to defense. They still have control, though, and they're still playing the aggressor. Soul, he actually outplayed Rolly there. Tyler doing anything he can to not give Optimal Echo the ball. Even playing off the ceiling if he has to. Infamous Thieves just waiting back as Basemax actually may have the boost there, but he won't have the ball. Rolly will clear it out, but not very well. This one is up, and it's dropped in by El Macho. It was up immediately for that, too. He knew he had the shot. And Infamous Thieves now facing some real pressure. They had so much offense early on in this game, but they didn't take the shot. Well, now they're going to have to take some shots if they want to come back in this game. Pinched across. Soul had Rolly as an option, but will not connect. Tyler doesn't have enough boost. They're not going to even get a chance on that as Rolly really outplaying himself there as he's trying to force out Smirk, although he does give it away. El Macho. He'll keep the ball, though, for Optimal as he's got the dribble. He's got the net. Oh, it was saved by Rice Mix. He went in and out for that bump and accidentally cleared his own teammate's goal. Optimal Echo, you think if they get that second goal, this one's over. Instead, they're still asking those same questions. Off the back wall, Tyler will prevent Rice Mix from having it. And Infamous Thieves will go downfield as El Macho will block. Soul will win that challenge, but they need a shot. They need a play in front. That could have been it there. Two players whiff. Rolly, oh, he needed a better play there. That is way too easy for El Macho to read. Infamous Thieves right now playing into that defense. No goals as of yet this game as They'll clear it away. Smirk. But the 50-50, he'll win this as well. It's an open net. He can't score it though. Rice Mix missed. El Macho missed. Tyler, the challenge. 10 seconds to go. And it's pinched out the way. El Macho does recover. And it will be sent down the field. Infamous Thieves haven't scored. And they won't either. They had their chances this game. They can really only blame themselves for what happened here. As Optimal Echo will get their first win of the evening and a 1-0 scoreline. It is surprisingly low scoring for Optimal Echo. Usually their games are marked by extremely strong scoring streaks, but not against Infamous Thieves, clearly. They're struggling even to put 1 or 2 goals on them. As the shots were 11-2. I mean, Infamous Thieves, they had their chances. They really did. Their shots just weren't good enough. Their plays on offense weren't good enough. For the way that they've been playing tonight, they're playing good enough to win these matches, but those shots will need to be better if they're to win these games. They have the advantage, but they really got to make sure they use it well. As we'll move into our next game in the series. Reminder that for Infamous Thieves Tempest, a win will mean match point in the semifinals. But a loss would be a tied series, and I mean, you don't want to give Optimal Echo any reason, any momentum, any sort of steam to run this series against you. I don't think Infamous Thieves want to let them have that, because if the momentum goes to Optimal Echo, they may not give it up at all. Definitely a concern that these teams will have as Soul doesn't get a shot off. Tyler off the back wall. Smirk will clear it away. As Rolly, Alamacho to block. As it will be played in front. Now is Soul, can't find the net. And these teams will continue their back and forth as Infamous Thieves hold the offense. That shot, though, their shooting's going to be the big issue. Clearly, they're having a tough time actually hitting the net. As Tyler missed it, here's a chance for El Macho, but he wasn't able to roll it around Rolly. Tyler will take this one back as only had 1 shot last game. He's been far less active on the shooting. This is where his team needs him, that's for certain. Smirk will keep the ball. Ice Mix. Everybody going for Infamous Thieves. It's an open play that El Macho can work with, but Tyler will not let it happen. Actually, Soul got a touch on that. El Macho can shoot. It will be above the back wall. The play in front, and Smirk knew he had that. That net was open for him. Sure, he'll want that chance back. That was a perfect opportunity as Tyler actually jumping in on that play must have been expecting someone to shoot. Will play it out to Soul. No, the pass won't connect. He's got to go all the way back to defense here as Smirk can give himself an opportunity. Rolly in front for this one. El Macho will score. Well, that was Rolly who kind of put himself in a bad position. He left the safety of his goal. And, I mean, facing that direction, he can only really play it outward. If he's staying in net, he plays that to the corner, he can clear it out. Just a premature play there on defense and positioning from Infamous Thieves. Failed for just a moment, and El Macho came in for the cleanup. As now, Smirk, looking for 2, will be denied by Tyler. Teal gets bumped out the way. This one played in front will be Rolly. Tyler can't shoot this. Soul saved out as El Macho and Optimal Echo just packing the net right now. This is the ultimate defensive strategy out of Optimal as they're gonna just find it. Smirk just sent it at the net. I think he was just looking to get that ball down the field and make it awkward, but he was not expecting a goal here. When you can't put that much power on it, and there's no one back to defend, a goal is a likely outcome. Infamous Thieves facing a lot more pressure than they were last game. Because last game it felt like they had the control, and they just didn't use it correctly. This game, it really does feel like Optimal Echo are putting the pressure on them. As Infamous Thieves have not scored since game 2. Could be sustained 10 minutes of goallessness unless they can do something about that, as they're just searching. But again, they need Tyler to take some shots. This could be one. He's not really got the run the ball though. El Macho will have it as he plays it to the sidewall. Smirk will clear it away. Pinched around Tyler. Soul will hold on to this as Rice Mix around the corner. Will be Rolly, who will play it instead. Gets by El Macho. And we'll look for that clear. A minute to go. And Infamous Thieves facing the real possibility that those first 2 games were not that important to this series, as Optimal Echo have surged to life, playing the way they want to, albeit much less high scoring than they maybe wanted to, but I don't think they'll complain, as this one's in front. Rolly's gonna have it. Optimal Echo all left their nets. I like the speed from Tyler, as Rice Mix just didn't get the touch he wanted. Tyler really played that one quickly. And Infamous Thieves gives themselves a chance here. Although this kickoff will not help them very much. Smirk, not on target. Tyler will be ready. Macho. This one kept very high up. Ice Mix will actually get there as El Macho got taken out by Tyler. He saw El Macho was going to get to that ball very quickly. That could have been 3-1 had Tyler not made that crucial bump play. But defense can only do so much for you if you're Infamous Thieves. You gotta find a shot. You gotta find some offense. Right now, they're having enough trouble getting out of their own half of the field. Soul to the corner. El Macho holding it in. He has definitely warmed up as the series has progressed, as this one will be cleared away. Rolly demoed out, and Optimal Echo will tie this series as we'll be heading into game number 5. Or sorry, yes, game number 5. Infamous Thieves. That offense has slowly but surely become less and less active. And now all of a sudden, it really isn't all of a sudden. It is a tied series, and they're the ones facing the potential of being sent out of the bracket if they don't pick things up soon. Well, we're going to go into game number 5 here. Match point will be determined by this game. And we'll get to see kind of who performs tonight is El Macho and Optimal Echo looking for that first goal again to really stake their claim, and they'll get it here. El Macho was just waiting. And as the series has progressed, he's gotten more and more comfortable playing the offensive striking position. A position that he's very well acquainted with, being one of the best goal scorers in the season. But considering what we've seen so far, that's going to go in. Tyler's got a goal off the kickoff. I wasn't even really looking at this play. I think Rice Mix just missed. Yeah, he did. He just missed it. And that is a bad goal to give up if you're Optimal Echo. You worked so hard for that first one. And to just let it get away from you like that. Will be a tied game here as Tyler will get the first goal for Infamous Thieves Tempest in what has been 2 games of goallessness. Optimal Echo just looking to keep things moving as Soul whiffed on it. It's a wide open hit. El Macho missed. He didn't even need to touch it. He went for celebratory shots and he missed the net completely. That one should have gone in. And instead, Infamous Thieves, Tempest will breathe a sigh of relief. They got away with that one. As Smirk, saved by Rolly. Infamous Thieves will stay upfield as Rolly now gets around El Macho. Smirk, Tyler. Lay to the back wall, El Macho ready. Soul's waiting back. El Macho to win this. As Rolly, gotta be careful not to get demoed out of the play. Tyler will get demoed though. Rolly's gotta be back for a little bit longer now. Though he is still not leaving. It's persistent from Rolly. But Infamous Thieves will have to backtrack as Tyler gets that save. Worried about a potential follow-up, will. Challenge as well as with Rolly. Saved by Smirk. He bumped out his own teammate, so he's gotta go again. As it will be sent away, but not that far. Tyler was covering the sidewall. Optimal Echo will try a little bit harder there. So often you hear players tell you to clear the ball down the side of the field so that they don't have easy chances to score. But it can leave itself to getting dunked in awkward positions if you do it too many times. That's something that Tyler has definitely done a lot of. He's played a lot on that sidewall, dunking out these plays. Now he'll play here and keep that ball in the air. Soul wasn't able to challenge, as I don't think that touch from Tyler was really what he wanted. This ball will be in the orange half of the field. El Macho just missing the back post. Optimal Echo are still not done as Smirk to himself cleared out as Miss Thieves are really facing the pressure now. Soul, Tyler, any wrong move and Optimal Echo can take the lead here. In a game as important as this, every play matters, every goal matters as you get further and further in this series. As Soul will play that. Rolly. Tyler. Flicks it high. Will be a play for Soul as El Macho to clear. And Rice Mix a chance to shoot. Won't have an angle. And this one's won by Infamous Thieves. Soul. Rolly. Everybody actually committing onto this one. Infamous Thieves gotta be careful not to overcommit and leave themselves open. As it will be Smirk. Tyler waiting on the defensive side. As it will be Soul up next. We'll find Rolly. Challenged by El Macho. Smirk won't have this one. Tyler. Infield pass. Smirk will see to it that it's away. And now he's won the challenge too. Rolly is waiting back. Smirk can't put it in front. There will be no shot on the end of this play. As Rice Mix will do his own. Saved by Soul. El Macho. Beat by Tyler. Man, some clutch plays. We've seen Tyler multiple times in this series. Race back to his defense. Play the ball off the back of his own back wall. Doing anything he can to not let Optimal Echo have shots. Because he knows with the way that this team's been playing, they've been fast at getting some of those shots. You definitely don't want to give it to them here. But he has no problem using that boost to get the ball away from his back wall and away from where Optimal Echo can shoot it. Miss Thieves are already back on defense again. 30 seconds to go in regulation, and Optimal Echo really feel like they're the team in control right now. As Soul bumped by his own teammates. Rolly missed! El Macho was on target, but it wasn't fast enough. And that chance will go to the wayside as Optimal Echo still have another. Smirk will now be El Macho. He missed it completely. And Optimal Echo want to take overtime, but Infamous Thieves are not going to let them have it so easily. They keep the ball up on offense as Soul to Tyler. No chance to shoot. And we have overtime in game number 5. Either team can win it, but match point determined by just a single goal in golden goal territory. I think it's really going to come down to who scores first, Tyler or El Macho. Those have been the most active offensive players so far. And for good reason. Their shooting's been solid. Their plays in front of the net have been solid. They may not be the ones to score at the end of this thing. I think they will be. But At the very least, they'll find something as Rice Mix! It's Smirk! Well, we won't need to see El Macho, but we will get to see this! What an ending! As Rice Mix and Smirk work together to score. And Optimal Echo from 2 games down are now leading 3-2 on match point. Well, my prediction was well and truly wrong. Optimal Echo are now 1 win away from the grand finals. We go to game number 6. For Optimal Echo and the way that they're playing, momentum is clearly on their side. Game 7's not unlikely. We haven't seen a Game 7 yet in the final bracket. Our Catalyst Cup had a bunch of Game 6s, but no Game 7s. Can this be the first for ATS Season 5 in the final bracket? Well, we'll have to wait and see about that, as if it will be, it'll come down to how does Infamous Thieves Tempest respond from what was a pretty devastating loss in overtime. Will they respond, I guess, is also a good question, as Optimal Echo still do not look to let them out of defense. But it will be Soul to clear, Tyler to help him out, but it's right back in by El Macho, and the only one back is Rolly, who will get the save. He was hiding in his own net, as Tyler's gonna look for the bump. He does get it, but Rice Mix stops Rolly from shooting. Infamous Thieves Tempest that close to scoring. Felt like it's been that close tonight, and far too many chances to count. Close will not win it! What will is stuff like that, shots that do go in. And it will be El Macho who sets up Rice Mix for the top, for the bottom right corner, I would say. An Optimal Echo I've got to be feeling pretty good about themselves. As here goes Rice Mix again. To Smirk, saved by Tyler. El Macho to shoot. And that one kept out by Oli. As flicked up high. Soul. Leaves it for Tyler. Off the back wall. It is Rolly! And it's rolling in! No hesitation to take the chance. Rolly sneaks one under Optimal Echo. And Infamous Thieves battling to stay alive in the final bracket. As off the kickoff. Smirk will have it. To the corner is Soul. We'll find Tyler. Rice Mix the block. Soul again. The Rice Mix again. We'll see it off the ceiling. Bumped out the way. Still moving! And still finding a way! He did this last game to win it. He does it again. And this time he got bumped and still found the extra flip. Rice Mix will not let go. I mean, earlier I was talking about the MVP performance that we've seen from El Macho, but Rice Mix feels like he's having an MVP performance himself. And Optimal Echo are 3 minutes away from a spot in the top 2. Let's play to the back wall. El Macho. Soul to win it. Smirk. Play around Rolly. Will set things up for El Macho. Fake around 1. El Macho still moving. El Macho will get the bump on Tyler. Now he's going to go for Rolly as well. He's put him out of position, but Soul will come across the block. And throw it away from the net. Smirk. Rice Mix. Taking down the field. Won't find the chance, but it will be for El Macho. Rice Mix. El Macho. Neither of them can find the shot. They keep the pressure on Infamous Thieves as Tyler will look for the clear. Soul will keep things moving. That's going to go to the blue half of the field. As now they'll play in front. Tyler can't shoot. He can't even get there in time. El Macho will run away with it. And with Game 6 running away from Infamous Thieves Tempest, What on earth can they do to turn things around? Optimal Echo have a solid lead now. One that they will not be given up quite so easily. El Macho. Can't get it through Tyler. Rolly, chance to shoot. That one's going to be high of the nets as Smirk missed on it. But Rice Mix will be ready. Tyler again. Trying to throw one at nets, but Smirk already reading it. Will go down the field. Rice Mix will leave it away as everybody from Optimal Echo going back to their own half of the field. They can play defense. They don't mind that. If it's to win this series and go to the championship. As Rice Mix again. El Macho to follow. Rice Mix. The corner will stay with this one as El Macho can't shoot. Soul the challenge. As he'll throw it at net. Infamous Thieves running out of time. There's only 60 seconds left. And boy, they're facing some real pressure right now as Rolly will clear it out. Smirk. Still Smirk. Rolly. Only down up to Rice Mix. Is jumping in now is Tyler. Rolly challenging Rice Mix. Tyler again. Gets that bump. Leaves things open for Soul, but El Macho cuts across for the block. And Infamous Thieves will need to try a different way. As upfield pass. Smirk already catching it. As here goes Soul. Cross to Tyler. This one towards the net. Rice Mix has been bumped. Tyler can't score. And that ball was resting in front of the goal, but it will not matter. Optimal Echo will clear as Smirk will take one more goal for the road. And that will secure this series. Optimal Echo, after dropping the first two games to an incredible shooting display from Tyler, have rebounded on a full team aggressive push. Last season they lost in the quarterfinals. This season they're into the grand finals with a chance to win it all. Feels like everything is falling into place now for Optimal Echo. They'll be playing against the winner of the Post Pounders Purple and GreatRaid BOIOIOIIOINGs. Right from Steve's Tempest, a valiant effort, but Optimal Echo is just too good. There's a reason why this team's undefeated this season and why they do deserve this spot in the final match of the evening. The win is theirs. What a performance. 4 games to 2, Optimal Echo will take this one. Again, what a showing for an Optimal Echo team that wants it known that they are here to win. And hey, if they continue to play like this, they will definitely be a team that could win this tournament. For now, though, okay, I can give you all a little bit of an update on their side of the bracket with their off-beast side matchup. It's still ongoing, but they are also in Game 6. GreatRaid is leading 3-2 in the series and is actually tied 2-2 in Game 6. So we're gonna have to be waiting. We'll have to wait a little bit more for their match. But I'm sure that is all par for the course here for them. Another very intense matchup, another good couple of teams playing against each other. Another great series that we will get to see later tonight. For Optimal Echo, they're off to the grand finals. They've guaranteed at least a top 2 position, and again, I think would be are the favorites in this tournament to win this whole thing. But for now, we'll just have to wait for their eventual opponents. As a 4-2 victory will be in their favor. So we'll be heading to a break eventually here, just to kind of reset everything and get us back into the swing of things. But again, as soon as we get an update on who Optimal Echo will get to play next, I will definitely be one to let you know. As we'll be, again, going to a break very, very soon. When we come back, it will be the Grand Finals of the Ascent Tournament Series Ascension Cup. We'll see you soon.
The seasons come and go like thoughts of you, like a wave returning.
Welcome back to the Ascend Tournament Series Season 5 Ascension Cup Championships. The grand finals of our Ascension Cup are just around the corner. The top two seeds, Optimal Echo and GreatRaid BOIOIOIIOINGs, are here and are just about ready to get things underway. What a night we will have. What a match we will have. What a grand finals. We will have a $50 prize pool up for grabs, and these are the teams that have dared to do more, have been able to pursue more, and have now chased down the potential for victory. What a match we'll have here. Welcome all of you to what is the ending of the Ascension Cup in ATS Season 5. What a night it will be. Optimal Echo we saw with Rice Mix, Smirk, and El Macho. GreatRaid BOIOIOIIOINGs on the other side with Great Honda, Too Cool, as well as Jimmy. It's going to be a great match. This is going to be a great series. I think everybody is ready to get things underway, and so are we. Because this is the championship as well. So for all these teams, I'm sure they're pretty happy with the result they have here, but only one of these two teams can walk away as the best in the Ascension Cup. For Lunar Echo, a team that is the #1 seed here, undefeated throughout the season, including a win in the season against GreatRaid, which I believe we did stream on this channel. A 3-2 scoreline. I actually don't know if we did stream that. I don't think we streamed that match, actually. But that was a 3-2 scoreline. It was a very close matchup. These are teams that are very close to each other in rankings. GreatRaid ending their season with only 2 losses, a 4-2 record. Their other loss in the season coming against Post Pounders Purple, who they just beat 4-2 in the semifinals. So looking to get to revenge against all the teams that have beaten them so far. Well, they only have one challenge to go here. Let's get into the grand finals. Let's get into the championship. Lunar Echo, GreatRaid BOIOIOIIOINGs, the top 2 seeds. One team who lost in the quarterfinals last season, who never even had the chance. The other fighting forward against the teams that wronged them earlier, in earlier weeks before. This is it. One more best of 7 to settle everything. Optimal Echo on the blue, GreatRaid BOIOIOIIOINGs on the orange. And the winner of this match will be crowned champion of the Ascension Cup. Considering both these teams themselves have had matches before, GreatRaid definitely on paper had the tougher of the two matchups as well. That Post Pounders team is quite solid overall, and a team that actually they have had issues with before. Optimal Echo themselves are going to have to pick up the offense even more than they had before, and more importantly, pick up on the defense too. They may have beaten this GreatRaid team, but it was in a 5-game series. It was intense, it was close, it was tough to call, and it's going to be a very, very tough matchup. But we'll keep things moving here. Game 1, Optimal Echo. Gonna get that first goal. They hold the offense as well as El Macho. Too Cool will clear this one away. Still Too Cool as Smirk off the ceiling. As El Macho will clear it away. Rice Mix challenges Jimmy. El Macho. Optimal Echo. It feels like it's been a night for El Macho and a night for Rice Mix to get themselves involved. As the pressure keeps mounting, Optimal Echo will keep attacking, but now they gotta be forced back. As here goes Jimmy. He's got an open net, and he'll find the first goal of the finals. Demoed away was Rice Mix. And a goal that will turn things around. Optimal Echo and Rice Mix battling forward. But it will be GreatRaid who get that first goal as Smirk trying to find an answer. Now a play for Too Cool. This won't really go anywhere as Ice Mix on the challenge. Great Honda will put one on as this one saved away. Smirk will have the dribble. And he will keep the dribble going. It's saved away by Too Cool. And so far, only one goal scored. I'm not surprised it's going to be a relatively low-scoring affair. I mean, it's kind of expected when you have two teams at this high of a caliber. But you definitely want to get as many as you can. You definitely want to find those goals as early as you can. I'm surprised it's only one goal so far, though. As Great Honda. Uh-oh, we might have a disconnect. One sec. Everything good okay? Uh-oh. Everything okay? We're back. Sorry about that, everyone. We seem to have a slight disconnect issue. Hopefully my internet's not falling on me. That's never a good thing. As Optimal Echo will look for their chance the other way. Too Cool will get the block. And this one will fall aside as Smirk, who's struggling to get back, will be able to flip into safety, but Jimmy, Smirk, will chip this one high. Honda. Bill dribbles to the corner. Still moving it is Honda as Rice Mix is waiting. Bumped out the way. Gotta be careful here as will be El Macho on the ball. Too Cool to clear it back. He's got a second touch. Too Cool's got the net, but it's Smirk who will deny him the opportunity. And GreatRaid who will have to look again. One goal up though. They do not need to score technically as they hold the lead in this first game of this best of 7. Only one team can win as Honda, not the touch he was looking for. El Macho looks in front, but Great Honda will not give him an opportunity as Jimmy will win the challenge. Smirk, the sidewall. Too Cool will take it away. Rice Mix gets bumped. Will be Great Honda who can push things through, but it is Smirk up to El Macho. Rice Mix won't have it. Too Cool will send it away from danger. And GreatRaid, I think, is just playing for time now. Only one goal scored, but it may just be enough. Unless El Macho has something to say about it. He will not find the goal. The ATS regular season MVP will not hit his target as Jimmy up the sidewall. Great Honda challenged by Smirk. This one's gonna roll right in front of the net as it's Jimmy again who will clear it away. Optimal Echo waiting as GreatRaid. Another big clear by Jimmy. Smirk and Optimal Echo running out of time as GreatRaid just continue to keep them back. It's in front of the net. Too Cool. And everybody pushed up. Rice Mix, maybe he can get a chance. Everybody's back. Shot! Oh, it's in! It's off the post and gone! Optimal Echo take a chance. And with 1 second to go, they equalize in Game 1. A clutch play at the end of regulation. And it's overtime we go in the first game of the Grand Finals. Great Honda. El Macho to the corner. Still moving it down the field as now it's Too Cool. El Macho will chip this one back. Jimmy on the challenge. It is Smirk to win it! It's Smirk to take it! And Optimal Echo find their play. It starts with El Macho. It ends with Smirk. And Optimal Echo will win Game 1. An overtime winner. And while he may not have had any goals, El Macho with another strong performance here. There's so often when you're named that regular season MVP, there's so much pressure on you. But El Macho really living up to that hype. Rarely is it that the regular season MVP also so happens to be the playoffs MVP, but it does sometimes happen. Still, what a performance so far. Optimal Echo with the Game 1 victory. And are now looking to continue moving closer and closer here as El Macho again may be the number 1 overall player. Great Honda, actually the number 2 overall player, tied for second with Tyler, who we saw not too long ago. Great Honda also second in goals this season. Second in shooting percentage as well. And second in goal participation. But if this GreatRaid team's going to have a win, it's going to be from Great Honda. The way that he gets involved in everything that this team does. Let's go to game 2. Let's continue this best of 7. Let's continue the grand finals. Optimal Echo are 1 game down in the series, and 1 game up, I should say, in the series. 1 game down out of 4 that they need to get that victory. But with the way that GreatRaid's playing, it'll be incredibly difficult to win all these games with how close they all seem to be. How close these teams are playing to each other. As this one's off the back wall, it's a wide open net, and it is saved on the line, still in front, and Great Honda can't turn it in. How does that not go in? It was on the goal line. What a block from El Macho. And now he'll go the other way, off the ceiling, El Macho. Too Cool is ready, as Great Honda to the corner, challenged by Smirk. Optimal Echo will clear it down the field as Jimmy Rice Mix to the corner will be jimmied away. Smirk. Up in the air is Smirk. Clearing down the field. He's got a Rice Mix as an option. It is El Macho shooting it above the bar. Optimal Echo still putting some real fear into this GreatRaid defense. And they'll continue to play that way as Rice Mix staying on the ball. Smirk now to push it ahead off the back wall. Jimmy to the corner. Staying with this one. El Macho. The challenge from Too Cool. The demo as well. GreatRaid's got open room as Great Honda. The bump. Oh, he actually got bumped into the block. Still no goals this game, but you can tell that the pressure is there. The offense has only gotten better from both these teams, but so too has the defense. And still, we stand at an even scoreline where anyone can take it. GreatRaid facing the pressure. Great Honda gets bumped, and El Macho can't put it on net. Rice Mix looking in field. Great Honda will be there. Smirk to the sidewall. El Macho will take the challenge. Jimmy demoed out the way. Optimal Echo have time and space as here goes Smirk. Off the corner is Smirk. In field, playing it is Smirk. El Macho. Optimal Echo. And the pace really is only getting faster and faster. These teams trying to outpace each other at this point. It really feels like the only way the goal's going to go in is from a mistake. These teams just don't know. Just don't seem to have any way to beat each other. It really is a absolute stalemate. By every meaning of the word stalemate. As El Macho, that dribble will be almost the goal to deal it, to send it, but Jimmy will be the last one back, and now El Macho will go again to the back wall as El Macho. Honda won't have the read. Triple commit for GreatRaid as El Macho goes again. Flicked high, stopped by Too Cool. Rice Mix. Great Honda will push up, and he's still with the ball. Great Honda beat by Smirk, who has the boost to work with. Will force the play up from Jimmy. Great Honda. That's through Rice Mix. Smirk to El Macho, who will now chase it into the corner and play midfield. El Macho maybe not playing nearly as heavy on the shots, but he is definitely playing for the assists. Still very much as involved as he was before, as now this one's going on target. But GreatRaid will handle it, and 4 minutes this game, there has been no goals. Who will be able to seal this one as Smirk. El Macho doesn't have the read. Double commit for GreatRaid as they'll fish it out of the net. Now Rice Mix. Smirk. This one is all the way back in the blue half of the field. But Optimal Echo, clearly not too concerned. 30 seconds to go. And El Macho with a chance. Great Honda plays right through him. But Smirk will chip this one away. Too cool. Pass down to Jimmy. Great Honda is the option. And he was looking to hit him too, but a bit too obvious what they were trying for. And Optimal Echo will clear it away as now they'll get a chance late in the game. El Macho! Oh, a huge block by Great Honda. From one incredible player to another, it is overtime for a second straight game. The battle continues. And Optimal Echo and GreatRaid can't seem to find out who will win it. A second straight overtime. And it's Optimal Echo who will have the offense first, albeit not much on the offense to work with. Smirk. Flip reset. Can use it. Will use it! And he'll find the net! GreatRaid ran into each other. And while Smirk's shot came from a very far distance, really wasn't all that threatening to begin with. That team bump will leave it open, and Optimal Echo, for a second straight game, win it in golden goal territory. A winning goal from Smirk. And Optimal Echo are trying to close in closer and closer to this championship. GreatRaid are playing so close to them, but they just can't seem to get enough goals. I mean, if you're going to win this series, it's going to come down to an explosion of scoring, but so far we have seen anything but that. It has been a defensive battle as a substitution being made here by GreatRaid. Out goes Jimmy, in comes Panda. So a roster move here for GreatRaid in the grand finals. It's a very, this is a very critical choice to make. This is gonna change the way your team plays for the rest of the series. GreatRaid, they need goals, and they need someone who can find goals. And I don't know if Panda's gonna be the one to do it, but at least something to change this team to get them get their confidence going. But it's gonna be a tough battle here as Optimal Echo proven already that they can play this game against GreatRaid, the defensive battle, if you will, which again is so odd to me because Optimal Echo, again, known for anything, it's not their defense. Their defense is has been one of the lesser exciting ones this season. They haven't had to play much defense to begin with, but really haven't had to play much defense. The defense itself has never been known to be great. But, of course, in the grand finals and on the championship date, that defense is what's really allowing them to do as well as they have so far in the grand finals. As Great Honda, Rice Mix will win the challenge. Smirk will play this one back as it bounces up the corner. Optimal Echo will wait as well. Winning the challenge? No, they won't. Panda will be subbed in and will get that goal. As very hesitant from Rice Mix. Surprisingly hesitant, I would say, for Rice Mix. That will be a big score for this GreatRaid side. As El Macho will get to Rice Mix off the back wall. It's a setup for Smirk. Oh, and he just completely missed it. And Optimal Echo would love to have that chance back. It's right there for them, but even when the play's right in front of you, it can still be tough to score those plays on nets, but Optimal a goal down. They're not against being a goal down. They were a goal down in game 1 and came back late. This game, they looked to try to come back a little bit earlier here as Rice Mix trying to find a way through the defense. El Macho trying to make them whiff, but Great Honda's been consistent tonight on defense. We haven't seen really any, if any, mistakes from Great Honda tonight. As this one's cleared away, Panda will hit it to the sidewall. Second touch will keep it in the air as El Macho bounced by Too Cool. Rice Mix is on it. Panda to shoot. Panda to see that one saved away by Smirk. Great Honda. El Macho just sends it away. And now he can get a chance. Infield pass, no one there. And GreatRaid will see it gone. As Optimal actually have an open backfield here. Everybody commits. And here goes El Macho. Bounce off the back wall. No one there to shoot. Now is a play. Rice Mix stopped by Panda. El Macho plays the 50-50. While it will go towards the orange nets, it will not be threatening. Optimal will need to try a different way to get that goal. As El Macho plays to Smirk. Oh, and he's got to score that. An open net for Smirk. Chances falling away for Optimal Echo. As Smirk will win the challenge. Second touch, trying to drop one in for El Macho. Rice Mix. El Macho off the ceiling. Too cool, and Great Honda got bumped. Smirk plays it in field. As Rice Mix. Can't find anything there. Panda will chase this one down and look for that winning goal, but GreatRaid, they just have to accept that this winner lead will be all that they have. They're still searching for it, though. A second goal will almost certainly help them out, and it will be right there where they get it. A 2-goal lead. And GreatRaid BOIOIOIIOINGs after making this substitution change. Definitely found the net a lot more often now. As Echo struggling to find the net on their chances. There's been a couple plays this game where I've seen where Smirk has had open chances. He's had 2 open nets this game, and he's missed both of them. And unfortunately, I think if he scores those open nets, we're talking about a completely different scoreline here. Instead, GreatRaid have battled back and are looking poised to take Game 3. As we're inside the final minutes, Smirk. Panda off the sidewall will be El Macho. El Macho leaves it. Rice Mix to shoot. And a great block from Great Honda, who, again, has been insanely consistent tonight. Everybody does not seem to make that many misplays compared to everyone else on this field. Consistently in tough positions as well. It's a real captain's job to not only play consistently, but to, take the leadership position on your team. Great Honda has definitely done that this game. But the real change has been from Panda. 2 goals out of the 3 for GreatRaid BOIOIOIIOINGs. And in Game 3, this will be their first win of the Grand Finals. Well, they are now trying to march ahead against Optimal Echo. And you do feel for Optimal Echo that lack of offense that they have really had for all these games is going to come back to bite them. Shooting has just not really been there. And that is a concerning sign when you're playing against a team like GreatRaid, who clearly have their offense under control. Well, we're going into Game 4. Optimal Echo, I think this is their time to start making some changes, start making some slight adjustments to the way that they're approaching this offense. They've got to find a way to get more goals from GreatRaid. As El Macho, oh, what a strike! El Macho jumps down! Well, he continues to impress. Just outpaces Too Cool. My goodness, what a play. And, Optimal Echo have found a major strike early, courtesy of who might be their best player tonight. He's been able to carry what he did in the semifinals into the grand finals here. That's not an easy feat, considering what GreatRaid is doing. Man, El Macho, he's doing a lot of what GreatRaid, a lot of what Great Honda's doing. Although he's a little bit more flashy on the ball, he is getting in the middle of the offense. He's getting in the middle of the plays to make things happen. He does not have a problem taking a sort of leadership position upfield. We're seeing very much a carbon copy of these two, and each of them are finding success. El Macho has now doubled his lead to 2. And Optimal Echo are in a good position. 2 goals in the lead. Optimal Echo find themselves with a strong advantage already, only a little over 60 seconds into this game. But that advantage can be swiftly taken away if they're not careful. There's Great Honda. He's across. Right to Smirk, though. Could have been 3 goals for Optimal Echo. Instead, it will stay wide, but Optimal Echo still have the advantage here. There's Great Honda. To the back wall will be El Macho to clear. As he'll play the corner. Too cool. Great Honda. Challenged by our Ice Mix. El Macho is all alone, but the flick won't go anywhere. This ball will still be in the orange half, but GreatRaid will be able to jump on it, although they did miss their chance. This is going to be a play that El Macho can work with, as that one is cleared away. Smirk. Panda. The corner will be Rice Mix, who missed the ball there. Panda had a chance, but that one is cleared out by El Macho. And this one will be played in front as it's Panda to shoot. Panda to watches it. Will be pinched out. Things can only get worse. What could have been their goal to get back into things somehow stays out. Optimal Echo. They're acting as if nothing happened. That could have very easily had been detrimental to this team. But they'll keep on playing upfield as it is Rice Mix off the back wall to set it up for El Macho. Leaves it now as Panda played on by Rice Mix, who will try to back up into the play. Great Honda is airborne. Great Honda cannot find the strike. And Optimal Echo are quick to look to get rid of this thing as it's Smirk. Rice Mix to clear. I'm winding down here as Optimal Echo will keep on challenging. Panda missed on it. Rice Mix to shoot to make it 3-0. That'll make things all that much better for Optimal Echo. Adding even more goals in. This team is looking to take match points quite early in this Grand Finals and really put the pressure on GreatRaid for the latter half of this series. And credit where credit's due. It's been another incredible performance for El Macho, stepping up for his team. In this Grand Finals especially, he has been able to maintain a level of consistency that, again, has only really been able to be matched by Great Honda at times. It's not an easy thing to do here as he'll clear it away. Off to the sidewall. Panda. Smirk. He'll send it away. Up is Great Honda. Smirk to chase. Smirk now leaves it for Rice Mix. It's El Macho again. Panda. This one is played back as it's Optimal Echo. It's El Macho, and it is 4-0. Optimal Echo are in a very strong position now. 4-0 for this team. And boy, they gotta feel good about that. A Smirk. El Macho. Another one? Why not another one? El Macho's already had enough this game, but he wants to add even more to this lead. And it was a very competitive early part of the series has now kind of turn into one-sided beatdowns as we go to the middle point. But Optimal Echo putting GreatRaid in dire straits. Because with this win, they'll have triple match points, 3 chances to do what they could not even get a chance to do last season. Optimal Echo will watch this game end. GreatRaid are now facing a real tough proposition. Either win 3 games straight or watch your season end in the grand finals. Either way, this is going to be a real tough battle, but a real exciting end to the series. Three to 1 now is the series scoreline. And the battling just continues on and on again. But let's go to game number 5. Let's keep this series ongoing. And let's see if Optimal Echo can win this thing here in only 5 games. Feels like a lot of things are in their favor, but we know GreatRaid can come back. They definitely can do it. They had to fight their way against the Post Pounders. The Post Pounders started to make a attempt at a reverse sweep against them in the semifinals. Optimal Echo in the grand finals now can win this tournament, but GreatRaid are not going to make that easy for them as Smirk will clear straight to Rice Mix. Great Honda already airborne as Rice Mix with no boost will force into a pretty rough block. He'll get another one to clear it away, and he'll find El Macho, who will send it back wall. Smirk is waiting, but Too Cool will have it as he gets taken out. El Macho removing the threat, as he'll clear another one away. Again, El Macho trying to do everything he can to lead this team. Rice Mix and Smirk have had their moments, but in this grand finals, they've really done a lot to support El Macho. And with his incredible goal-scoring statistics this season, El Macho is looking keen to force GreatRaids into submission. Smirk has a lot of waiting, and he really did make a mess of this. That is a lot of waiting for Smirk, who really should never have done that to begin with. I mean, he had a lot of time to challenge. He tripped over the post. I'm sure he knows exactly what happened there, but that is a bad mistake. An Optimal Echo face a deficit in Game 5. This Great Honda, challenged by a Rice Mix. El Macho will try to control the ball here as Too Cool. This one cleared high and away, as it will be Great Honda. Panda to shoot. Will be kept out by Smirk as here goes El Macho up to the back wall, looking for the play. It's Rice Mix to shoot. It's Rice Mix to tie things up. And it's El Macho again who puts all eyes on him. Not because he's shooting, but because he's making the play happen in front. And again, Optimal Echo letting El Macho do his thing and just playing support around him. And it is working beautifully. A tied game at 1 goal each. And still a lot of time still to go. Smirk will win the challenge. Up they go, but Optimal Echo will have to race back as Too Cool's on a one-on-one play. He's pretty good at these. He'll find Great Honda. Great Honda will find Panda. And there's a save for Smirk, who was the only one left on that. What a big block from Optimal Echo. And what was a very well-designed play there from GreatRaid. I mean, that looked like something that they practiced. And Optimal Echo shutting them down here. As Smirk back wall. Panda's got that one, but it's Rice Mix. High and above. El Macho to shoot! And it will be blocked in front by Too Cool. Smirk. Not fast enough. And GreatRaid look to take it back, but not for very long here. Demo is ringing out. Too Cool's gotta be careful as El Macho will test him on his backline defense. And El Macho still moving as he'll make things a little bit more awkward. He does a pretty good job at that. It really slowed down everybody's movement. There's a demo again. El Macho will take the play. Great Honda will go. This one is pinched above the midfield line. But again, a lot of waiting, but Great Honda! That could have been it there. Another dribble play, and another play that nearly catches Optimal Echo there. But close will not be enough here against them as El Macho shoots it wide for Smirk! Oh, what a smart play! El Macho so easily could have just shot that one. But he knew there was a defender, he knew Great Honda, and he knew that this guy is good enough to stop him. The selfless action from El Macho and Optimal Echo are 90 seconds away from winning the Ascension Cup. Smirk. Rice Mix. That one's off the post. As it will be Smirk once more. Great Honda to clear. Smirk to challenge. Optimal Echo. Hold the lead that can win them the finals. As he'll go again, El Macho. Flipper resets. Great Honda to send it away. Too Cool playing Enforcer. It will go to the back wall. Right into the hands of Optimal Echo. We'll send it away again. Another heavy clear. Wasting even more time off that clock. Rice Mix. Great Honda. Looking for any reason for his team to stay in this thing. As it's Rice Mix again. Across the field. Smirk didn't play it well. Panda missed the net. But it's Rice Mix who will keep it out. 30 seconds to go. Rice Mix towards the net. And it's Smirk who will finish it off. Insurance for Optimal Echo in Game 5. Great Honda is beat again. And Optimal Echo may have just secured championship there. GreatRaid now need to do everything they can. Need to do everything they can at that net to have any hopes of staying in this one. Because Optimal Echo cleared away again. El Macho stopped by Panda. It's Rice Mix. It's another one. And if you weren't convinced already, feast your eyes on this. 4-1 in game number 5. 4-1 will be the end of the series. Optimal Echo lost in the quarterfinals last season to the eventual winners. A 4-0 loss in the quarterfinals of the Burger Joint. This season, though, it's 6-0 through the regular season. 2-0 through playoffs. Optimal Echo will win the Ascension Cup. No one can stop them. No one can defeat them. After what they did after what they couldn't do last season, this season is a masterclass of ability. Optimal Echo, a deserved victory for them. The Ascension Cup, as soon as this ball hits the ground, will be theirs. It's over. Optimal Echo take it. What a performance. What a season for Optimal Echo. Team that had to run through an incredible tournament. A team that had to run through an incredible bracket. Finding their path to success. "4-1 will be the final scoreline in the grand finals. And what a night for Optimal Echo in the Ascension Cup. The #1 overall seed. And man, that is a major historic victory for them. And considering that in ATS we kind of have a curse on the number 1 seeds that they can never truly win in the final bracket, that curse may have just been broken here. As, again, so often we see number 1 seeds go out early in these single elimination brackets, but tonight, clearly, Optimal Echo played the way they wanted to, played the way they decided they wanted to. Gotta give them credit, that is not an easy thing to do. But Optimal Echo will get it done. Again, 6-0 through the regular season. And then 2-0 in playoffs, 8-0 overall. No one can beat this team, clearly. Victory is theirs tonight. As, again, number 1 seeds so rarely win in these tournaments, but again, you gotta give credit to where credit's due. Not easy to win these tournaments as any seed. As the number 1 seed, you feel like you have that extra bit of pressure on you. But again, for Optimal Echo, they played well around it. And again, the number 1 seed winning this event. It has happened before in ATS, where the number 1 seed has won. The last time it happened was ATS Season 1 with Evolve Skylight. Simply put, we haven't had a number 1 seed win since then, but do tonight with Optimal Echo. We gotta get an interview with this team, so let's go join them here. Welcome in, hello there, Rice Mix, Smirk, and El Macho, champions of the Ascension Cup. So often in ATS we talk about the number 1 seed curse, where the number 1 seed can essentially never win, but tonight you guys have broken that curse. What a victory here. Rice Mix, last season was a rough one for you guys. You couldn't even get out of the quarterfinals. This season, though, you've gone the distance and you've won the whole thing. How are you feeling here, Optimal Echo? This is a major accomplishment.
It feels great, and we came back better than ever, and it's what expected, what we did in scrims, and we had all the practice that we needed, and we came what we wanted to expect.
Well, you found your victory here. This is kind of the kind of battle that I expected here. You guys have had to play so many tough teams this season. You're going into this one undefeated. El Macho going into this as the MVP. Everybody was looking at you to perform. Oh boy, did you ever. But playing as an MVP, you held that title proudly. So many players, when they win that MVP title, talk about how it only makes them more nervous. Talk to me about how you were feeling tonight. Clearly the nerves weren't there. Did that title allow you to play even better, knowing that you were the regular season MVP, knowing that everyone else was looking at you to be that star player?
Yes, I feel really great, to be honest. It gave me a confidence boost. Being named the MVP of the whole tournament gave me a great boost. So I came into like all these games open-minded and ready to perform. And
Well, you are not named MVP of playoffs here, El Macho. I promise you that. We're going to have that very soon, though. You're not named yet. But, of course, you did mention you're regular season MVP. Smirk as well. You know, after last season, after how terrible it was, so many teams would often just disband, leave, run away, do whatever they want, find new players. You guys stuck together after last season. What was it in between the season? What were you guys talking about together that, you know, you told you guys to stick together for another season and do it all over again? Because that's not common for teams.
Yeah, we had some rough patches towards the end of the last season, and we didn't really even get to play in the playoffs, and we knew if we did, we would have a good chance to play, so we kind of just kept our heads down and kept scrimming, kept practicing every day, and told ourselves that we'd get another chance at it, and we finally got another chance.
And you made it count as well. Congratulations on your incredible victory here. An impressive performance, to say the very least. You take down infamous Thieves, then you take down GreatRaid. Ice Mix, it seems like you guys kind of had your groove going to in that match with GreatRaid. Talk to me about the difference between those two series, because you only had to play 2 matches tonight, but they were very different from each other. One was a defensive team, the other was a team that would like to play aggressive, that had their star player. Talk to me about the differences in those series and how you guys were able to get comfortable with your opponents.
You know, we looked at our gameplay and we looked like we knew what our mistakes were and we knew what bumps was gonna happen. So we just obviously we played it safe and we played like more defensive instead of starting to like overcommit. In our first series in the playoffs against like who the team was, I forgot. It was our first series was like against Infamous Thieves, yeah. Obviously we knew what we should expect in the grand finals, and we just looked at old replays when we went against GreatRaid in the regular season, and we knew what to do.
Oh, you found your way through here. Congratulations on your victory as well. And now it's time to name the playoffs MVP. Last week it was the regular season MVP, who was also our playoffs MVP. This is no difference. Congratulations, El Macho. You get another MVP title at the end of the season. Not only the MVP of the regular season, you are also MVP of playoffs. How are you feeling, El Macho? Obviously, getting the MVP title, you said, gave you a lot of confidence. Now knowing you're named as the MVP for the playoffs, talk to me about the emotions you're feeling.
I'm feeling really good actually. I'm actually thankful for my team because we play around each other, and when we are not playing well, we try to back each other up and hype each other up because we know if one doesn't work, then we're all not gonna work together. So I'm really thankful to them because I work the best around them.
Of course you do, and of course you guys proved that tonight. 4-1 against GreatRaid. The championship is yours. The Ascension Cup is yours. Congratulations, Optimal Echo. But of course, before you guys go, we gotta get some shoutouts here. We always get shoutouts at the end of any tournaments with our champions. So we'll start with Smirk. Do you have any shoutouts? Anything you want to say to kind of close out what has been a perfect season for Optimal Echo?
Shout out to Optimal for taking us in at the middle of the season, for giving us like another org to represent. And shout out to CJ, our coach. Pretty dope. And that's all for me.
Of course, we'll now move to Rice Mix. Do you have any shoutouts that you have to say? Anything that you want to mention about, after experiencing the incredible season that you have?
I want to shout out to the viewers who's looking at the stream right now, and we are just grateful that we have some support, and that's all for me.
Of course, and we'll now end things off with El Macho. Do you have any shoutouts? Any final messages here to wrap off not only an incredible season for your team, but an incredible season for you as well?
Shout out to my sister who is our unofficial sub. She's always supporting us. She's been supporting us for so long. Also my little cousin, he's also watching, and my dad, he's watching, and um also our coach, our coach CJ and Optimal. They are they are they have been a great help for us. They took us in, like, I believe, in the middle of the season, and they have done their best to try to help support us in the ways they can.
And we definitely got to see that as well tonight. Congratulations, El Macho, Smirk, and Rice Mix. Optimal Echo, our Season 5 Ascension Cup champions. Congratulations to all of you as well. That is a well-earned victory and a dominant performance in the Grand Finals to take home the crown. Congratulations to all three of you. Have an amazing rest of the night. Have an amazing off-season. Hopefully, by next season, we'll see you guys again. Take care. Have a great
Yep.
Have a great night, and go enjoy that victory.
Yep, you
Good
too.
night.
That was Rice Mix, El Macho, and Smirk there joining us. What a season it has been so far, but there is still a lot more to happen. Tomorrow is the Phoenix Cup Championships, another final single elimination bracket. The weekend after will be our Pinnacle Cup. But again, our Phoenix Cup bracket will be tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Join us then for more Rocket League action, and then join us next weekend when it's the most anticipated tournament of the season, the Pinnacle Cup. What a match, what a tournament that will turn out to be. But to all of you out there who are watching, thank you all so much. It really means a lot. For me, for all of you care to stick around and watch this entire tournament. Have an amazing rest of your nights. We'll see you all again tomorrow evening with the ATS Season 5 Phoenix Cup. Congratulations, Optimal Echo, and thank you to all of you again.
with my head again. You had your